Namaste everyone, Nitish here. I hope you are having an amazing day. In today's episode, we are going to look at butter chicken. Butter chicken is a North Indian dish that was created in one of the most famous restaurants, Moti Mahal, which is located in New Delhi, the capital of India. When they accidentally mix some leftover tandoori chicken pieces with a rich tomato gravy. Nowadays, I see people are making butter chicken in so many different ways, but today I am going to show you the only way you should be making your butter chicken. So let's begin. Okay, so we're gonna start with cutting 1 kilogram of boneless skinless chicken thighs. I always prefer using chicken thighs over chicken breast when I make curries because they are juicy, meaty, remain moist for quite a long time and obviously really tasty. Whereas the chicken breast loses all of its moisture, tastes really bland and become really dry and rubbery. So listen to me and use thighs and only thighs. Now using a very sharp knife, we are going to trim some of the extra fat from these thighs because the gravy of the butter chicken is already quite rich. So we don't really need that extra fat from the chicken. After removing the fat, we are gonna cut them into 1 inch thick and 2 inches long strips. And once you are done cutting, do wash your cutting board, knife and of course your dirty hands multiple times to avoid any cross contamination. Next we are gonna marinate the chicken. So in a medium sized mixing bowl, I'm gonna squeeze half a lemon, which is about 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, then 1 tablespoon Kashmiri red chilli powder, which is very mild in heat and is used in many Indian dishes to add that gorgeous vibrant red color without increasing the heat level, 2 teaspoons fine sea salt, 200 grams Greek yogurt, and 1.5 tablespoons neutral tasting oil. Then whisk all of them together to combine, add the chicken to the marinade, and toss, making sure all the pieces are nicely coated. Once done, we are gonna cover the bowl with the plastic wrap and let it marinate in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Now while our chicken is chilling in the fridge, we are gonna make some super easy turmeric rice to go with our butter chicken. For that, we are gonna need 300 grams Indian basmati rice that I'm gonna wash multiple times until the water looks clear to remove the excess starch from the grains. Then transfer them to a medium sized sauce pot and add 530 milliliters no sodium chicken stock, a teaspoon turmeric powder, a teaspoon fine sea salt, 2 inches long cinnamon stick, 3 pods green cardamom, 2 tablespoons ghee or clarified butter and 5 pods cloves, and then bring it to a boil over a medium-high heat. Once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna give it a good stir to disperse all the ingredients, then reduce the heat to medium-low, cover it with the lid and let it cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you will see that the rice has soaked up most of the chicken stock, so we're gonna cover it again with the lid, reduce the heat to low and let it cook for another 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, kill the heat and there you have your easy aromatic turmeric rice. Then using 2 forks, we are gonna fluff the rice very gently to separate all those rice grains so they stay separated and don't clump up together later on. Next we are gonna make our own spice blend that is gonna be used in making the gravy. For that we are gonna need some whole spices like 15 pods black peppercorns, 8 pods cloves, 6 pods green cardamom, 1.5 teaspoons cumin seeds and 2 inches long cinnamon stick that is broken into small pieces. Now we are gonna add all these spices to a heavy bottom pan and dry roast while moving them constantly on a low to medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes until they are fragrant. Then transfer them to a blender jar, let them cool down for a little bit and grind them to a very fine powder. Then transfer it to a small container and cover it very tightly with the plastic wrap so it doesn't lose the precious aroma. After 1 hour, our chicken is well marinated and ready to cook. So in a pan, we are gonna add 1 tablespoon ghee or clarified butter and heat it over a medium-high heat. The reason we are using ghee is because it has a higher smoking point, hence it will not burn while cooking the chicken and also it will add some nutty flavor to it. Once the pan is hot, we are gonna reduce the heat to medium, add our chicken pieces to the pan and cook them for about 2 minutes. I'm not adding all the chicken at once but just enough so they all cook evenly and are in direct contact with the surface of the pan. Now what we are doing here is caramelizing the outer layer of these chicken pieces to get that deep robust flavor and locking all the juices so they remain moist and tender. And after 2 minutes we are gonna flip these pieces and cook for another 2 minutes until they get nicely charred just like this. And then repeat the same with the rest of the chicken pieces. Once done, we are gonna smoke these pieces to get that smoky flavor that tandoori chicken has. For that we are gonna need a small piece of charcoal and a small vessel made with an aluminum foil where the charcoal is gonna sit. Now we are gonna add all of the chicken back into the pan and light this piece of charcoal. And once it's lit, we are gonna place it in this tiny vessel and drop a few drops of ghee on it to generate all the smoke that we need. Then immediately cover it with the lid and let the chicken smoke for about 5 to 6 minutes. Now guys, while you are smoking the chicken, just make sure there is proper ventilation in your kitchen. So keep your exhaust fan on and the windows open so all that smoke can escape. Then transfer them to a container and cover it with an aluminum foil to keep warm. Next, we are gonna make that super silky butter chicken gravy that you all have been waiting for. So in a pan, we are gonna add 2 tablespoons ghee or clarified butter and heat it over a medium heat. Once hot, I'm gonna add 300 grams red onions that are finely chopped. Add 1.5 teaspoons fine sea salt and cook them while stirring constantly for a few minutes until they start sweating and turn translucent. Then I'm gonna add 40 grams ginger that is finely minced, 40 grams garlic that is finely minced as well, and continue cooking for 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm gonna add 600 grams tomatoes that are cut into small dice, followed by 20 pieces of raw cashew nuts, which is going to add that creamy texture to our gravy. Then 2 tablespoons or 30 milliliters apple cider vinegar or regular white vinegar to add some acidity, 1.5 tablespoons Kashmiri red chilli powder, 25 grams honey to add some sweetness to it, and finally our freshly ground spice blend that we made earlier. Then give it all a nice mix and cook these spices for like 2 minutes. After that, we are gonna add 250 milliliters no sodium chicken stock, give it a stir, reduce the heat to medium-low, cover the pan with the lid, and let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes until the tomatoes are soft and mushy. After 20 minutes, I'm gonna smush the tomatoes with a spatula to make sure they are fully cooked and no longer raw. And as you can see, they are nice and mushy. But just in case if you feel that your tomatoes are still raw, then continue cooking for a little longer until they are soft and fully cooked. Next, we are gonna blend this aromatic tomato mixture into a smooth puree. So we are gonna take it off of the stove and let it cool down for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Then transfer it to a blender jar and blend it on a very high speed until it's all pureed. Once pureed, we are gonna pass it through a fine sieve right back into the pan to get that extra smooth gravy. And after straining, you will be left with 1 or 2 tablespoons of paste, which is just the skins from the tomatoes. And just look at this shiny, velvety, gorgeous gravy. This is the consistency we are looking for. Now we are gonna turn the heat back on to medium, add all the chicken to the gravy, give it a good stir, and grind 2 teaspoons kasuri methi between our palms like so. They are basically dried fenugreek leaves, again used in Indian cuisine quite a lot. They have the taste similar to a combination of celery and fennel with a very slight bitterness, which is going to complement our gravy really well. Next, we are gonna grate about quarter of a small sized nutmeg to add some nutty and warm flavor to it. Then give it a stir and let it simmer for about 6 to 8 minutes. And in the end, we are going to add 60 milliliters heavy cream and 200 grams unsalted butter. And continue cooking for a couple more minutes until the butter is completely melted and mixed in the gravy. Then give it a taste to adjust the seasoning, and that is it. There you have your butter chicken. Now let's get some rice, a lot of butter chicken, drizzle some heavy cream, then finish it with some cilantro leaves and eat this thing. This is the butter chicken you need right now. It is packed with amazing flavors. It's rich, savory, buttery, creamy. The chicken is smoky, really juicy and succulent. It has the right amount of heat with a little bit of sweetness, and all those warm spices we used in the gravy are hitting the spot just right. I know you guys are craving for it, so follow those simple steps and make the best butter chicken of your life. And when you guys make it, do not forget to share your pictures on Instagram and tag my account so that I can see how it turned out for you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and learned something from it, and if you did, give this video a like, share it, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye bye.